This is what I eat in a day as a girl who's no longer in a calorie deficit trying to maintain her 60-pound weight loss while prioritizing protein to build muscle. I made myself my protein iced coffee with this instant coffee mix, ice, a caramel protein shake, and 4 tablespoons of this brown butter cookie cold foam. For breakfast, I had a diced apple and half of a serving of these Simply Thin cinnamon crackers. And I like to cut my apple in slices and dip it into the yogurt. And I notice this combo gets me full for such a long time. For lunch, I just had 2 slices of a pizza that I got from Costco. This is the brand. 2 slices is 320 calories with 15 grams of protein. And for a pre-workout snack, I had another Siggi's yogurt with the remainder amount of the cinnamon crackers. I just crushed it up and put it on top. And after work, I went to the gym and I had this Ghost. Today was leg day, so I warmed up by walking on the treadmill for 20 minutes and did my usual stretches. My stretches consist of side lunges, forward lunges, toe touches, just anything to warm up and stretch my muscles. I also like to do Hollywoods, and I like to feel the little crack in the lower part of my back. And we started off this leg day with a leg press. I did 2 sets of 20 to 25 reps. This is just to get the blood flowing through my muscles. Leg press is one of my usual go-to workouts when warming up, just because it warms up your entire leg. Moved on to the actual workout, which was the hack squat machine. I like to have a narrow stance when doing these and going below a 90-degree angle. Again, slow and controlled movements to prevent any injury. This one feels uncomfortable at first, but the more you do it, the better it gets. And it's important you breathe during your reps. This is just so you don't pass out. I know not every gym has this machine. Another good substitute for this workout would be the narrow stance Smith machine squat. That's another one of my go-tos if this one's not available. I also feel this workout in my glutes. And remember, ladies, we push ourselves because our goal is to build muscle. Moved on to these seated hamstring curls. And I prefer the seated hamstring curls since I feel like it's easier on my knees than the laying down hamstring curls. And I do 3 sets till failure, however many until it burns, obviously with moderate weight to push ourselves. And I like to keep my toes pointed up during the whole movement. It's just to get that ideal stretch. Remember, ladies, if you're not making Fuchi faces and you are not working hard enough. And finished off this leg day with some calf raises. I usually skip out on this workout, but decided to do it today. I feel like I work out my calves when I use the Stairmaster. And I do 3 sets until I burn out or till failure. You get the most out of the workout when you stretch your heel downward. That's actually working out the muscle rather than forcing your heels all the way up on your tippy toes, if that makes sense. So even if you're only able to go below to parallel, that's perfectly fine. And for dinner, I had one of my go-to salads. I had this sweet kale mini chopped kit salad. I added 4 ounces of the shredded chicken that I buy pre-made from Sprouts. And I ended up adding the whole salad kit itself. I just added 2 cups of kale just to make it higher volume because I was starving. And this was so good, such a hack to add extra lettuce. One of my favorite salads. And I was craving something sweet, so I ended up having half of a serving of my chocolate Biscoff cookie. I already have a recipe posted on this cookie. This was my total calorie intake for the day with the total amount of protein. This is everything that I got to eat today. I love you girlies, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.